Dudes, it's Carol. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, another month, another TBR. I'm doing my April TBR. Say it every month. I don't even know how we're going into the 4th month of the year already. I don't know. I'm not picking it. The jar is here and the jar is going to do it. If y'all don't know, I've been doing this for I don't even know how many months now. I'm going to look away, pick a prompt, and then pick a book that matches that prompt that I want to read for the month of April. I'm gonna be honest, the reading this year has not been great. Like the amount of books that I have been reading a month. I think I'm gonna still pick like 6 books. People are here for the jar. They're not here for me to yap about this. Make sure to follow all my socials down below, along with my Goodreads, my book Amazon wishlist. All of it is linked down there. If you wanna check it out, like, comment, subscribe for more videos by me. And let's get right into it. I, to be honest, have no books in mind that I want to read in the month of April. I have no thoughts whatsoever. So this is really going to be a wild card. First prompt, I only need one. We have a 2-word title. Let's just look and see. That took unnecessarily long. I'm gonna go with Unravel Me by Becca Mack. So this is the 3rd book in the Playing for Keeps series. I don't know if there's just 3 books. I think she's coming out with more. I have the old editions. Word title, Unravel Me. Hockey, romance. This is about Adam, who I've literally been waiting for Adam's story, so it's a crime that I have not read this yet. Could not tell you what it's about. So basically, it's just about Adam and he meets a girl, and like, I don't know. I heard that this is it accidental pregnancy or like single dad it turns out to be. I can't exactly remember. I've loved Adam's character throughout this whole entire series. 2-word title. We're gonna go with Unravel Me by Becca Mack. Oh, this one is extremely long. That's what she said. Book by an author you've never read before. I like this one. Prompt. I am gonna go with a fantasy. So I noticed that Target now is actually carrying, I think, this whole entire series maybe. Every time I walk by it, I'm like, Kira, you need to read this book. Should I be starting another series? A fantasy one, especially? No. High Mountain Court by A.K. Mulford. I've never read a book by this author before. It's about a witch, and she is possibly the last of her kind. Obviously, the king of this whole entire world has put a curse on her whole entire kind. Fae warriors find her. There is a prince involved who I'm sure is a love interest, and he claims he wants to stop the war and he needs a red witch. I don't know how reliable that is. I think he's lying. I think he's lying to me. I think he's lying to her, actually. Doesn't trust him. I'm sure they spark a romance up. I don't know. It's really quick too. It's like only like 350 pages, so I'm hoping it would be like quick thing that I can get through, and hopefully I like it enough to continue with the series. I just love any like witch romances. I don't know what it is about them, but I'm like literally obsessed. Book 1 of 5. Okay, so maybe I should get on this because I have 4 other books to read after this. Book by an author I've never read before. I'm gonna go with A.K. Milford, The High Mountain Court. Did it want me to pick that one? Should I pick that one? I'm gonna pick that one instead. Book with favorite color cover. My favorite color is green, so my options are very, very limited. Let's see if I can come up with one. So I'm gonna make an exception, and this cover is not completely like all green, but it's got enough green in it. This book has been on my TBR so long. I don't know what it is about like spring time, but I feel like the small town romances, the cowboy romances, they start hitting again. I mean, I'll read them all year round, don't get me wrong. Something about this time of year that like I just want to read all of them. All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. And this book has been on my TBR for way too long. I don't even really remember what it's about, but I think it's like age gap, small town, grumpy sunshine, slow burn. Yeah, literally look at this description. It's like 3 words. So she doesn't really want you to know. She wants you to read the whole entire brick of a book to figure it out. A lot of people love this book. I'm like okay with Mariana Zapata. I've given all her books, I think, 4 stars, which is good. This one is probably the one out of all her books that I think I'd like the best. One person has to convince me to read this month, and I'll read it. That's my motivation, guys. One of you comment, please. Read this Tell me it's your favorite book of all time and I'm missing out, because that will get me to read it. And there is green on the cover. Okay, you see? Green, greenery. Don't act like I'm lying to you guys. It's green. Book with favorite color cover. I'm gonna go with All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. Right, now we're like officially halfway there. I said halfway there last time. Book highest rated on TBR. Guys, I got this prompt one time and I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't pick it. Let's just see what the highest rated is on my TBR and then we'll decide if this prompt is getting chosen. Here we are. Here's my Goodreads. Can y'all see it? You can see it. First one, Just for the Summer. I'm sorry, we're all up close and personal. Just for the Summer, very much, is not out yet, so we can't pick that one. The next one, Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. Ooh, yeah, we are picking that one. Remember when I said that I was not gonna do this prompt? I lied, because this is the book that was my second highest rated, and obviously I had to go with it. Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. I put this on my TBR, I think, every single month, and I never read it, but that's because when you want to read a Sarah J. Maas fantasy book, you gotta be like in the headspace, you gotta like sit down and be able to read it. I just haven't had the time, haven't been in the good like mental headspace to actually be able to do it. I think it's been since like November since I've been in this universe, and I just like really miss Selena. I miss the journey. I just want to be back in this world with these characters. It's probably definitely a high priority on my TBR this month, so this is the only book that I read. I think I will be happy and hopefully satisfied, because I've heard that this is everybody's favorite book in the series. Can't tell you much about it other than that I love Selena. I would die for her, and I'm very scared but excited to see how this book plays out. Obvious that you want, but I said I will myself. If you were wondering, this is rated a 4.6 on Goodreads, which is like really good. For the book highest rated on my TBR, I'm gonna go with Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. Book with color in the title. I think I only had one. I got this prompt like 2 months ago or something. I'll do another sweep. If not, then we're gonna pick another prompt. I actually read that book, so it's not in the TBR anymore. After further investigation, I do not have a book with a color in the title, so we're going to repick prompt number 5. Book you think will be a 5-star. Let me be real honest, I have no thoughts of books that will be a 5-star right now, so actually I have one and I already picked it. This might low-key be cheating, but I don't care, because I literally have none that I think will be a 5-star, and I've been in the mood, which does not happen often at all, but I've been in the mood to reread this book for like maybe like a month and a half now, and I'm just like, I need to reread it. So I'm going to reread it. I think it's going to be a 5-star because I gave it a 5-star last time I read it. Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. If you do not know about this book, where have you been? And if you have not read it yet, you've been thinking about reading it, read it. I'm forcing you to read it because this is like one of my favorite books of all time. Like, y'all don't even know. I recommend it to literally everybody. So emotional, but so good. This is about Archer and Bree. It's like a small town romance. I don't want to spoil like what Archer goes through because it doesn't really say it on the back. It's been a long time since Archer has spoken, is what I will phrase it as. And then Bree comes into this town to, I think, just get away for a little bit and finally starts communicating with Archer again. And it's just a very sweet story. Like, I literally would die for these two characters. I cannot wait for my reread. If I was a person that liked to highlight stuff, I would highlight the hell out of this book. Maybe I'll buy some tabs and tab my favorite quotes and stuff or parts of the book instead. Book that I think will be a 5-star. I'll go with Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. Last but not least, our 6th and final prompt of the video. Look at it before me. Book by multiple authors. You know, I don't know if I have one. I'm once again a really big fat liar, and I actually do have a book by 2 authors. Twin Crowns by one's Catherine Doyle and one's Catherine Weber. So, as you can see, I don't even really remember what this is about, but I think they're like two people separated at birth, and they're brought back together, so I think they're trying to go for the same crown. One's like the princess twin, and the other's like, you know, the one that, let's say, is reckless but had to like be assassins, and they grow up on the streets, they have to fight for themselves. Yeah, I feel like that's what this one is. I don't know if there's any romance in this at all. I hope so, because then what am I reading? A book by multiple authors. I'm gonna go with Twin Crowns by Catherine Doyle and Catherine Weber. This is the TBR for the month of April that the jar chose. Will I actually be reading it? Who knows? But I have options now. I'm gonna quickly go through the prompts, say the book title, and we will wrap up this video. First prompt was a 2-word title. I picked Unravel Me by Becca Mack. A book by an author I've never read before. I'm gonna go with The High Mountain Court by A.K. Milford. Book with favorite color cover. I'm gonna go with All Roads Lead Here by Mara Savannah, which has a lot of green in it. It's not completely green. We made an exception. Book highest rated on TBR. I ended up going with Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. The book that I think will be a 5-star, I'm gonna go with a reread that I gave 5-star before, that I will probably give a 5-star again. Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. Last and final prompt was book by multiple authors. I'm gonna go with Twin Crowns by Catherine Doyle and Weber. I feel like every time I have just the most random TBR whenever I do these videos, but this one I just think is the most random. Y'all enjoyed. I can't believe we're going into another month. Next week's video is going to be my March wrap up. Right now, I have less than a week left in March. It's not looking too great. It might be a really short video. I might try to throw something else in there so y'all are not bored. Be sure to follow up my socials down below, along with my goodreads, my Amazon wishlist. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos by me. I will see you guys next week for another video. Bye!